In the year 2018, total 8,093 terrorist attacks were counted in the world. In India alone in 2016, more than 1,000 terror attacks were recorded, and these numbers are increasing every passing year. So in this video, we decided to figure out why these terrorist organizations are a global threat, from where do they collect money to fund their operations, and how do they manage to build a large group of jihadis. Let's find out. Terrorism is generally referred to as an intentional act of violence that includes economic, social, political, and religious goals. They want to instill fear in people and they do it by targeting innocent people. At present, 100 से भी ज़्यादा टेररिस्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस पूरे वर्ल्ड में एक्टिव हैं, पर इन सब में से जो 3 सबसे डेंजरस ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं वो हैं ISIS, Al-Qaeda and Boko Haram. Al-Qaeda is one of the oldest terrorist organizations founded by Osama bin Laden in the late 1980s in opposition to the Soviet Union, which had invaded the Afghanistan. But after the USSR left the region, Al-Qaeda's ideology became aggressively anti-Western. उनका मेन फोकस शिफ्टेड टू कि कैसे इस्लामिक कंट्रीज से वेस्टर्न इन्फ्लुएंस को ख़त्म करना है और एक कैलिफेट इस्टेब्लिश करना है, दैट इज़ अ स्टेट रूल्ड बाय इस्लामिक लॉ. Al-Qaeda शुरू से ही अमेरिका का दुश्मन रहा है. It was responsible for the deadly 9/11 attack on World Trade Center of America, which led to death of around 3,000 people. The Islamic State or ISIS, born out of Al-Qaeda, has seized territory in Iraq and Syria equal to the size of United Kingdom. It was responsible for the 2015 terror attack in Paris, which led to death of around 130 people. The Boko Haram is a terrorist organization in West Africa that seeks to overthrow the government and create a traditional Islamic state. Founded in 2002 by Muhammad Yusuf, has displaced 2.3 million people from their homes in Africa. Since all these 3 organizations mainly focused upon destabilizing Western countries, but अगर हम बात करते हैं किसी ऐसी organization की जो एशिया में, especially इंडिया में attacks के लिए responsible है, then that would be जैश ए मोहम्मद. It has carried out several attacks primarily in Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir, including the Pathankot air base attack, Pulwama attack and the attack on Indian Parliament in 2001. Now the question comes up that from where these terrorist organizations get the funding to arrange their operations. So apart from state-sponsored terrorism, there are several other ways to collect funds. One of them is taxation and extortion. Terrorist organizations like ISIS जिस एरिया पर उनका कंट्रोल होता है वो वहाँ से टैक्स के फॉर्म में मनी कलेक्ट करते हैं. वहाँ के लोगों को छोटी छोटी ज़रूरतों पर इन्हें टैक्स पे करना होता है, लाइक यूजिंग रोड्स, स्मोकिंग, अटेंडिंग स्कूल, फॉर मैरिज सेरेमनीज. सम ग्रुप्स इवन टैक्स पीपल फॉर नॉट जॉइनिंग देम एंड प्रोटेक्शन टैक्स एज वेल. Like governors of some Nigerian states have paid Boko Haram monthly fees to avoid attacks. Another way is from illegitimate businesses. ISIS controls oil wells and refineries within Iraq and Syria, and they illegally sell them in Turkey where it is expensive. In 2015, ISIS collected approximately $500 million from oil and refineries. Another major question that comes up is that how do these organizations get manpower? आखिर क्यों लोग इनका पार्ट बनने के लिए जाते हैं? So for manpower, they target kids in the area where they have control. They develop us versus them mentality in children. They basically brainwash. वे मीडिया पॉइंट्स बनाते हैं जो देखने में आउटडोर मूवी थिएटर्स जैसे लगते हैं, बट जब लोग वहाँ जाते हैं तो उन्हें वायलेंट वीडियोस दिखाई जाती हैं. सिर्फ इतना ही नहीं, वे अपनी आइडियोलॉजी स्प्रेड करने के लिए पैम्फलेट्स, न्यूज़ बुलेटिन्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं. They operate radio channels, use loudspeakers to spread their agendas in public. In Syria and Iraq, violent scenes of beheading and shooting is so common that children have easy access to these, which desensitize them and make them believe that these violent acts are okay to do. Hence, terrorism is a global threat. It directly affects international relations, FDIs and trade of a country, plus the internal damage of infrastructure, loss of lives, and it also leads to political instability in a country. That's why it has been criticized throughout the world. But to get rid of this problem, powerful countries have to come together and fight against this collectively. That's it for this video. Hope we were able to answer the questions that we put up in the beginning of the video. If you like it, please consider subscribing to our channel.